Welcome to Brit News Channel. If you enjoy staying updated with the latest news, make sure to subscribe and activate the notification.
Ministers have announced plans to redirect funding from affluent regions to England's most deprived towns and cities, marking a shift from austerity-era practices in a major local government funding overhaul. The government will also evaluate case-by-case requests from councils to exceed the current council tax caps of 5% for upper-tier authorities and 3% for districts to address budget shortfalls. Previously, only councils on the brink of insolvency, like Croydon and Thurrock, could exceed these limits. Earlier this year, requests by Medway and Somerset to raise council tax by 10% were rejected. A new £600 million recovery grant will target deprived areas in the North and Midlands, complemented by fair funding reforms to redistribute resources away from affluent southern regions. Ministers claim these changes aim to address disparities and ensure councils in need, particularly those managing adult social care and child protection, receive adequate support. Angela Rayner, Deputy Prime Minister and Local Government Secretary, said, "For too long, outdated funding systems have left councils struggling, wasting taxpayers' money. While there's no instant fix, we're building a fairer system to ensure vital services are supported." Rising costs in social care, special educational needs, and homelessness have pushed many councils into financial distress. The Ministry of Housing stated, "This settlement begins addressing local government pressures, though some instability is expected as the new system takes shape." Set to begin in 2026-27, the proposed system emphasizes deprivation, potentially creating winners and losers. Critics argue it favors Labour strongholds, raising concerns among councils in rural and wealthier areas about neglect of their financial challenges. Tim Oliver, chair of the County Councils Network, warned, "Deprivation is just one indicator. The real strain comes from social care demand and market failures pushing councils to the edge." Additional measures include £250 million for children's social care from April, targeting councils under the most strain, alongside proposed 3-year funding agreements, business rate changes, and grant simplifications to stabilize finances. David Phillips of the Institute for Fiscal Studies said, "The changes seem aimed at redistributing funding to offset the cuts deprived areas faced during austerity. Whether that's fair depends on perspective." Sir Stephen Houghton, chair of the Special Interest Group of Municipal Authorities, welcomed the focus on deprivation, noting past cuts' disproportionate impact on struggling areas. Meanwhile, Shadow Local Government Secretary Kevin Hollinrake criticised Labour for turning its back on rural areas by scrapping the Rural Services Delivery Grant and reallocating funds to their political strongholds, saying, "If you thought Labour's tax hikes were over, think again."
Thanks for watching. Stay tuned.